Welcome. So today's video, I want to talk about what I don't think anybody has really talked about, at least all the videos I've seen out there so far. Been following Asmongold, Kripparrian, been watching them for years and years and years, watching them play, watching the review videos, as well as on other content creators. Um, Now, obviously, here I'm the Druid, okay? We all know the Druid's ass. I literally put quick trash in here. Um, so I struggled very hard to play this character all the way to 25 and complete the campaign. Some, as I was leveling, some bosses and stuff were pretty easy, but as far as like the actual tougher story bosses, it took a lot. I died quite a few. I had to respec constantly. I haven't found a build that works. These legendaries I've all picked up. Now, mind you, I've only been 25 for probably about 2 hours. Killed the world boss. I do work full time, so I didn't have a lot of time to play the beta. But this is the only character I got to 25. I don't really have any synergistic abilities on my legendaries. Again, just what I found. This one's pretty nice, even though it's only a 9% chance, but to get full spirit. Um, which, I mean, 9% is not much, but it helps. So, just quickly want to go into some abilities. So, this one here I found. Boulder is now a core skill and costs 60 spirit to cast, dealing 90% of normal damage. So now your Boulder ability is based on spirit as opposed to a cooldown. So I decided this is the last build I've tried maxing this. And I also have, Earth skill increases damage. We went Boulder at the end of the path, slowed, and then I put in the critical strike for each time it deals damage. I thought that would be a little better than the fortify. I like Earthen Bulwark just for survivability. Again, this character sucks. I went lightning, and then obviously 1 point wind shear, boost the movement speed. This was honestly, I put this for the world boss specifically just to move out of the way easier. And then I went up here and I maxed this. Your core skills cost more spirit but deal 30% increased damage. And again, that was to test out Lightning Storm as well as the Boulder ability that now is a core skill. It's not good. Tempest, Cataclysm sucks, barely hits anything, doesn't last long enough. Petrify lasts 3 seconds and it does like nothing at all, especially against bosses. Half the time I found it didn't even stun them at all. I tried Lacerate again on the world bot. You just disappear. It doesn't even look like you're using an ability. And I haven't tried Grizzly Rage, but I'm sure it's ass as well. Okay, and obviously we don't have access to Spirit Boons, which could make the Druid amazing, especially in the early process. But I don't know. I think Blizzard made a big mistake not allowing us to get access to the spirit bonding, the spirit boons part, because the reviews, people playing it, I don't think they might as well delete this character until they patch the game, which won't be until probably first season of ladder. As we all know, Blizzard. There's nothing good about this character, and people aren't gonna first pick him, especially when you don't know what it does. Here I'm chatting. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about that I feel nobody else is talking about is we're all talking about how good the characters are on a tier level, right? I just finished watching the Kripparrian one, and Asmongold react to it. Sorceress is top tier damage. Then we've got Necro, which I do agree on, just based on watching. But so this is obviously a level 25 playing experience with only access to here. Act 1, right? Okay, so we're only in Act 1. Now, is this the idea that Blizzard has, in the sense, okay, if you've played other Diablo games, I'm going to throw Diablo 2 out more, even though I played Diablo 3 and beat Inferno before it got nerfed. Um, I have 20 years experience in Diablo 2. So what happens in Diablo 2 is you play through the campaign. If you don't get rushed, you probably end Act 1 at level 10, maybe 12. By Act 2, you're 20, etc., all the way up to about Act 4 normal, or Act 5 normal, sorry. When you beat the game, you're probably about 25 to 30, depending if you're playing with a party or your class, you want extra levels. Then you go to Nightmare, and again, play through, you're probably 55, 60, and then you go into Hell and you get up to about level 80, 85, and then you start farming and doing your end game content. Well, as Diablo 4, I know it's a beta, and hopefully this will change, but you're playing all of Act 1 to 25 in normal. So Act 2, we're presuming, is the dry steps. Level 25. Level 25. I tried to go down here. This said level 36. So this might be Act 3, which is odd, the progression of it. But yeah, so if this is how the game's going to stay, you're going to be level 50 by the time you complete the game in normal. So what is their plan, like, for Nightmare and Hell? I don't know if they're calling it Hell, but you're not going to level up anymore, and then you're going to get access to the Paragon. So my concern is with Diablo 3, the Paragon, I believe, was you just got extra stat points, but the biggest problem is the skill tree. So we're access to 25 levels, and I think you get a couple more points based on the like for hitting level 10 and 20. So maybe 27 points total, and we're gonna get up to maybe, I can't remember, 55 was what somebody was mentioning in a video. 55 skill points. Okay, so if we're looking at builds right now, at what we can do with 25 skill points, and we're rating them on a tier list. But the biggest issue is there's no synergy skills. So if you wanted to play, say, a Storm Druid, okay, and you're maxing out here 5, 6, 7, 10, 7, 12, 13, 14, just say, right? 14 skills in your Storm abilities. Then you've got whatever, if you want defensive, say you put 3 points in, and then you've got, come down here and you put another 5 in Hurricane. There's no synergy. So this may work well for flying through normal Act 1, but your DPS is going to drastically fall down. How are we going to complete higher tier content? And again, this is just talking from my perspective of playing the game. I don't have, I've only watched videos of people and streams of people playing. I don't know about, obviously end game content. I haven't seen any videos out there about what to expect, but that's kind of my thing. Like, here we go all the way. We don't have access to this. For example, with the Storm, your skills grant 2 spirit and deal 20% increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobilized, or slowed enemy. Okay, so another 7 points, and then 1 to put it in. So 8 points later, I will be able to say get this skill, which does only 20% increased damage when I target a vulnerable. And you can see these are 1 point wonders. Ultimates are 1 point wonders. You're only getting 5 ranks in a skill. Again, playing other Diablo franchises, Diablo 2 again, for example, you could put 20 points into a skill and then get added gear to increase. So how many plus skills on gear are you going to need to complete the game, Act 5, Act 4, whatever they decide to go with, on the highest difficulty? Um, because just based on the gear, I'm not seeing something. I'm not seeing gear that is going to scale appropriately. And again, I could just be talking on my ass here, but this is just again what I've experienced playing. I leveled the sorceress up to about 17 the first beta weekend, and we actually went on vacation, so I didn't get to play often. I tried burning just because I thought it would have been cool. It sucks. Don't waste your time. I respect to ice and destroyed everything. It was not even a challenge. But again, this I just don't know how this game is going to allow you to progress. Like I don't see with the skill system. This is my issue. Is I just don't see with this skill tree. If these are the final skill trees, what you are going to like, how are you going to use tools to get through not only Nightmare in Hell but the rest of the acts? I don't know again if there's going to be maybe a level cap on like these are going to be changed, right? These are just here for show, but maybe like Act 1, I want to say like maybe the monsters peak at like level 10, 15 maybe, and then your Act 2 they go up to maybe 20 or 30. I just don't see, again, I can't repeat, I just don't see how this is going to scale in the late game. These abilities, they're super weak. Even as like, again, not even just going to druid, but like for an example at level 25 for a druid, again, I know it sucks, but maxed out lightning storm does 229 damage. If you're playing this on Nightmare and the enemies have 2,000 health, 3,000 health, there's no shot you're clearing it. Maybe somebody else has some insight, your thoughts on it. I know I'm mainly a fitness channel, but I am going to be playing a lot of D4 when it comes out and be posting a lot more videos as well as streaming. Again, the Paragon, from my understanding, is just additional skill points and stuff. Maybe there is something in there where we get to choose different abilities that enhance our core abilities, our basic skills. Because, like I said, as far as I see it, I don't see how this game is going to scale. Even past, say, Act 2 with the skill tree we have. Obviously, I know the higher level you get, you're going to get different, like, you're going to get higher ranks of the gear, the legendary, the item power is going to go up, the affixes and prefixes are going to be a little higher, but I just don't see, again, how you're supposed to, what the end game content is. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts and opinions. I could be completely left field on this. But I just, that's my personal opinion watching. I haven't seen anybody kind of, I don't know if anybody knows, to be honest, but yeah, just take care.